So anyways, in this particular video, I'm going to be speaking on the topic of, like I said before in my other video, about me having a relationship with Jehovah, and I'm trying my best to, be genuine about what I'm doing, because, a lot of people, they're very fake, and they're living double lives, and I understand that nobody's perfect, okay? But I try my best to live authentically and be authentically. Doesn't necessarily mean that I won't never scrape my knee. I believe that, I'm gonna just say this, a lot of people think that when somebody has the anointing, or somebody has a high ranking, and somebody is close to Jehovah God like myself, they believe, or they think, okay, this is just how they think, okay, but they think that people can't make mistakes, or people can't necessarily fall down and stumble. I want people to realize, that according to the word, nobody was 100% perfect except from Jesus, since Adam and Eve when they had sinned. Okay, it doesn't mean that certain people doesn't have a good standing and wasn't still close to Jehovah God, but I want people to realize that, because some people, it's like they like watching me, and they're stalking me, and they're harassing me actually in every way and form. Different types of ways they're doing it, and I know that a lot of people, okay, they like to project and make it seem like I'm doing that to them, but essentially they're doing it to me. Okay, I do want to make this clear that me having a relationship with Jehovah God, I am really close to Jehovah God. Okay, and I have a type of connection with Jehovah God. So Jehovah God is showing me things, revealing things to me, in every way and form. So sometimes I don't necessarily have to go and spy on somebody, because Jehovah God is revealing it to me. Now let me, also make this clear that I have different types of assignments. Okay, meaning that yes, I'm anointed, but I'm not anointed for nothing. Okay, God has a high calling over my life. I have a purpose, right? Therefore, Jehovah God will use me in a sense as a vessel, right? To according to his will and however he want to use me. The Jehovah God name is he can become whatever he wants to become. And just think about that. If you had limitless power, you could become anything you want. Okay, so he can do whatever he wants according to his will. He can use whoever he want to use. So if Jehovah God is giving me a certain assignment, or telling me to do a certain thing, or telling me to do some research, or telling me to go here or say this, or whatever that he's doing, trust me and believe, I'm going to do that. But that does not mean, that when Jehovah God does that, I always reveal every single thing, because there's so many things that I know, and certain things that will happen that I haven't said yet, and I'm not going to speak about it unless Jehovah God told me to speak about it. Also, I realize that people are trying to assume, and they think that I care about whatever they got going on. Let me just make this clear. I do not care. Okay, I don't. So if it does not concern me, just like my business is my business. And people, one thing I notice about people when it comes back to my life, there are a lot of people out here that they're harassing me, and they're trying to make it seem like I'm harassing them, but essentially they're harassing me, okay? Because I live my life a certain type of way, and I do what I need to do, and then I stay out the way type of thing, okay? I don't really care about what the next door neighbor is doing and what's going on behind it. Like I said, that has nothing to do with me. Unless Jehovah God is giving me an assignment, that's a little different. But if not, when I'm out and about, I don't care about what anybody else got going on. But it's not concern me or my loved ones or somebody connected to me, whatever way and form, I do not care. Okay? And if something I do need to know, Jehovah God will reveal it to me. Okay? In whatever way and form. Even if it's through a download, whatever have you, trust me, he will let me know. So sometimes I don't even have to dig for it, because my intuition is telling me. Or like I said, Jehovah God is, telling me. And I'm so in tune that I can even know certain types of things without even the evidence. And then when it comes out, I'm like, I was already aware of that anyways. So I just want people to understand that this relationship that I have with Jehovah God does not mean that I don't have things I'm working on. Does not mean that I'm worried about the next person, because I feel like certain people, they keep on assuming that I'm a certain type of way, realizing that at the end of the day, I do not care about you like that. Okay, you ain't paying my bills, you ain't adding no value to my life, you ain't making me happy, you ain't doing nothing for me, but you really think in your weird mind, okay, your delusional mind, that I care about you, and I don't. Honestly, like all jokes aside, I do not care about you like that, to stalk you, okay? This is not that, right? So again, you are free to do what you like, I'm trying to say, I feel like if that's what makes you happy, all right? Don't ever think that, oh, I'm stalking you, like you really think when I wake up, like, I'm like, yeah, let me go stalk Hector, and let me, like, no, that has nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, shout out to Hector though, right? I just made that name up, but my point is, as an analogy, that I don't care. Okay, so I want people to realize that, because sometimes they be making it seem like I care about what they got going on, but essentially they be making fake pages on my stuff and watching me and want to get all of my business, and it's like they're watching me, they're just nitpicking, trying to see like what I got going on and who I'm dealing with and what's going on over there. And, oh my God, did you see this? It's like they want to know so much, but they can't even take the time to just really just focus on themselves and mind their business. Like I say to myself, I'm not out here to be judging at the end of the day, as far as like judging with right judgment, but at the same time, I mind my business, and I want people to stop worried about me, because they always trying to make it seem like they so like they're not worried, and they're not trying to, they don't care, but essentially they do care, because every time I do something, they get offended, they be in their feelings, they be sad, like, I'm hurt now, what would I see, I can't believe it, but then it's like they doing the same thing. So anyways, I want to just in this message, like, to say that I do the best of my ability. Jehovah God knows that very much. I'm minding my business, and I want whomever have you, if you in my business, this is for you. Mind your business, okay? If it's something that you're doing, it's something I need to know, trust me, God will tell me. But don't ever assume and think that I'm harassing somebody or harassing you or stalking you, because love, I'm gonna let you know, I do not care, okay? I don't care. And if it's something I need to know, whether I realize it or not, if it's something I need to know, Jehovah God will reveal that to me, okay? He will reveal it to me. So I don't have to like try so hard, when it comes down to it, because I feel like if it's not on my spirit, if it's not something that I really like need to know or whatever have you, it doesn't bother me to like snoop for it. Sometimes I could be just scrolling, or I feel like at the end of the day, right? I could be just scrolling, you know, doing my thing, and then sometimes certain information, it'll just pop in my hands just like that. You know what I'm gonna say? It's just like boom, bam, like just like that. I'm like, I wasn't even, you know, looking for that, and it just came to me just like that. So sometimes it be that too. But I feel like certain people, they making it seem like I'm just like snooping and I'm trying to watch them. I feel like I got so much going on in my life right now, and you know, just the way I live my life and what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do and where I'm headed to, I don't have time to be worried about what everybody else got going on. But for some reason, they keep on, people like you, if you are watching my video, not saying you are, because it may be, you know, for somebody else, but I'm just saying, like, I don't care too much about what somebody else got going on, especially if it has nothing to do with me. But if I fall into the information, it's like, bam, just like this, then hey, I wasn't even looking for that information, but it just came to me. And God knows like what I need to know. God knows what I need to see, for the good or for the bad. So I feel like that's just what that is. But I wanted to just make that clear, because there's a lot of people that keep on trying to harass me, trying to nitpick my faith about what I got going on if I fall short, in a sense, over the little smallest things. Or you also got people that's trying to make it seem like I'm really harassing them, but essentially they're harassing me. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just like, you know what, take the speck out of your own eye, and then you could be able to see clearly. How about that?